Hey guys, it's Jeff at Patriot Training Center. In today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about pistol holds and how they affect our accuracy. So this applies to using iron sights on our pistol. Before we get into the holds, what they are and how they work, let's take a little bit of time to remind ourselves about sight alignment and sight picture. So if we're shooting an iron sighted gun, the first thing we have to do is align our sights properly. That means equal height and equal light. And if we look down here at our graphic, we see that this front post is equally lined with that rear notch straight across the top. We've got equal height and we got equal light on each side, meaning those sights are properly aligned. Our sight picture is the overlay of that sight alignment on the target where we want that round to impact. So looking at the target that this shooter is shooting at, we're aiming at the 10 ring. So what they do is they've got the top edge of their front sight there on the 10, and if they press the trigger straight to the rear without disturbing those sights, they're going to have a good impact right there where they want it at the 10 ring. So pistol holds matter because determining on your gun setup with your iron sights, where we hold our sights to get an accurate hit could differ and vary. So let's take a look at these. We have three that we're going to look at today, starting with a combat sight picture, a 6 o'clock hold, and a center hold. And we see on this picture here where we need to hold that sight picture in order to make that hit on the 10 ring. So we see the combat sight picture, which we'll start with here. If we want to make an accurate hit on the 10 ring, we need to actually cover up exactly what we're wanting to hit. So if we're wanting to hit that 10 ring, we've got to put that front sight with equal height and equal light directly over the top of that 10. And then when we fire the gun, again, if we press the trigger straight to the rear without disturbing those sights, we get good hits right where we wanted them to. So that's the combat sight picture. Next, we'll look at the 6 o'clock hold. This one can be a little confusing and be a little difficult to learn. But the 6 o'clock hold is just like looking at a clock. If we have a clock with all our hands and we look down at 6 o'clock at the bottom of the clock, that's where we have to hold to make those impacts where we want them. Okay? So as it says here, we're going to put the top edge of that front sight at a 6 o'clock position on that intended target, and then we're going to press the trigger straight to the rear without disturbing those sights to get that good hit right where we want it. So that's the 6 o'clock hold. The last one we're going to look at is actually my favorite, and on my iron sighted guns, this is the way I have them set up, and that's for a center hold. I really like this hold, and for me it works really well. A center hold is just cutting the target in half with the top edge of the front sight. So as we see right here, if I'm wanting to hit the 10, the top edge of my front sight is cutting that 10 in half. So then if I do my job, press the trigger straight to the rear without disturbing the sights, then I get impacts right where I want them, right there in the 10 ring. So this can be confusing, but the thing is, when we get our pistol set up the way we want it, we need to go out and verify our sights that they're aligned properly and that we're making hits and figure out where those sights are hitting for us and which of these three type holds that we have on our gun. And once we figure that out, making those good accurate hits is a whole lot easier. So just a quick little video on those pistol holds. Hope it helps. If you got any questions, just shoot us a comment below and we'll do our best to answer it. And we'd love to see you training here at Patriot Training Center.